vamos a coincidir con Darcey Lingley, Hospitality Manager de Fórmula E.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hola Darcy, muchas gracias por coincidir. Platícanos, ¿cómo empezó tu carrera profesional?
I started waitressing at a local pub when I was 16, and I was headhunted to work at Silverstone Circuit in England.
Si nos podías platicar un poco en qué consiste tu trabajo.
So as senior hospitality manager at Formula E, I'm responsible for the commercial and operational delivery of all of the VIP experiences.
¿Cuánto tiempo llevas trabajando en Fórmula E?
I've been at Formula E for 6 years, and today is my anniversary. So yeah, I've been there for 6 years now.
Sabemos que te gusta mucho México. ¿Nos podrías decir cuándo fue la primera vez que estuviste aquí?
I think my first time in Mexico was March 2016 for the very first Mexico City E-Prix.
Darcey, ¿y cómo ha sido conocer las diferentes manifestaciones culturales mexicanas?
It's been a huge learning curve to get to know the history, the myth, the legend, everything that is about Mexico that I didn't know before. And CREA have always supported me with being able to transfer that into an environment that can also educate the guests that we're bringing to Mexico as well.
¿Cuál ha sido tu evento más significativo?
I think the most meaningful event since I've been at Formula E anyway, was the race in Putrajaya in Malaysia in season 2, because it was my first event leading on my own, covering my manager's job. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was really nervous, I was very scared, but it was a really successful event and I was really well supported. And yeah, that's been the one that's, I think, impacted my career the most.
¿Y cuál ha sido el que te ha causado más estrés?
No. I would say Paris in season 2 also. It was the first time we had raced in the center of Paris, and we had 6 different top tier products that with very difficult regulations and permits. Yeah, it was really, really tough. It was a really tough event, but it was a really good one.
¿Cómo has vivido esta pandemia?
Well, I've been very lucky that at Formula E we haven't made any redundancies, so I haven't lost my job. I'm not furloughed, so I'm getting my full pay. I'm working as normal. But I've been trying to be healthy. So I'm trying to exercise, eat better, drink less. And it's been very nice for me to spend time with my boyfriend, who we both travel a lot usually. So it's been nice in that regard to have a welcomed break.
¿Nos podías comentar un poco sobre la corresponsabilidad social y ecológica que tiene Fórmula E?
It's a big part of Formula E, and you know, it's one of the biggest foundations that the series was formed on is sustainability being at the core of what we do. So I think it's one of the most important parts, and in terms of hospitality, we are constantly developing ways of linking the sustainability pillars and the VIP experiences together to make sure we are driving that message and using our platforms to be able to support that message more.
¿Cómo crees que van a cambiar los eventos masivos?
I think whilst there is definitely a market for virtual events, and right now bringing events back is the most important thing. So trying to do anything to make events happen, which I think is harder for other events than motorsport perhaps. But I think in the long term, people want immersive, connected experiences with other people. So I think in reality, we will come back to normal as soon as possible.
Y Darcy, ¿qué es lo que más te gusta de tu trabajo?
My favorite part about my job is the creativity and being able to design spaces that tell a story, that bring more to an experience than just being four walls, for example. So I think the design, the understanding of culture, and yeah, making a space more than just somewhere to sit.
¿Qué consejo le darías a los jóvenes?
Well, I don't have any formal qualifications to do what I do, but I still would say going to university is a great thing, but I didn't. But I would say not to shy away from any opportunity. Listen, absorb. You are never going to be the cleverest person in the room or the most experienced or the smartest, the wisest, whatever you think. There's always going to be something to learn, and I've learned everything just by the people around me. So I think that would be my advice.
A la gente que te rodea, de alguna manera también los preparas para que algún día tengan un puesto como el tuyo.
I think my team at Formulary are similar to me, that they aren't necessarily with formal experience. So in terms of going to university, we're all kind of very similar, and we've all got field experience. So I just hope that I'm kind of being able to impart some experience onto my team about how to deal with different situations, managing themselves with clients, with suppliers, and having transferable skills. And that's the beauty, I think, of working at Formulary in hospitality, that actually everything that we do is very transferable to other jobs. So I hope that I can support them in developing those sorts of skills.
Darcy, en tu equipo de Fórmula E tienes un importante número de mujeres. ¿Tú cómo haces para darle mayor impacto y más presencia a las mujeres que te rodean?
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate that Formula E is not only innovative as a series, but it is as a business in terms of wanting to be diverse the whole way through the business, and including, of course, women in leadership positions and in positions that influence throughout the business. So it's not about being the most senior, but actually I've found in my career at Formulary, I've been surrounded by, and I wouldn't necessarily say I'm one of those influential people, but I was influenced. So when I joined Formulary at 20 years old, I was hugely influenced by the women that were already in the business, who were young, capable, strong, passionate. And for me, that was hugely impactful, coming into a business that historically is dominated by men. So whilst I didn't necessarily need any additional confidence, it was really good. And actually, I think that really supported me believing that I could progress in the way that I have. So I think that's where I've been very fortunate, that now developing a team around me, I feel supported and I feel confident in that I can now hopefully do that for people around me and provide that platform and an opportunity that I am now equal to that person beforehand and them the same.
Darcy, muchas gracias por haber aceptado darnos esta entrevista para coincidir. Gracias por tus respuestas, por tu tiempo.
Yes, me too. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Muchas gracias, Darcy. Espero pronto volvamos a coincidir.
Me too. Me too. Thank you. Hugs to you too.